he call me referring to my height, right? I was never offended at any point of time. If somebody calls me Kulla, I'll respond. And Kulla is a shorty, okay, so they'll call me only that openly when we play cricket, when we play anything in your area, they'll call me only that. Nobody call me by name Ramesh. Even I will come home to my house and ask, is Kulla there? My mother will know who is that. Oh, Ramesh, okay, he's there. So it has come to that level. Even my house, they started referring my name like that. So since I didn't mind at that time, I was not offended. But when I look back to write or pick up my life thread, I only find those moments which would have been otherwise embarrassing. So when I write my humorous speech also, I look at those embarrassing moments or those moments where you failed and faltered and fell down. Maybe if you look at it now, it becomes humorous when I present it. I can also laugh along with you.
Yes.
Right? If I had been embarrassed that day, even if I'm embarrassed, I won't even come and stand in front of you. Right? So when I go to a meeting nowadays where they have a dais like this, I have a general fear. So I'll ask them, can you hear me? Everybody will say yes. Then I'll say, can you see me also? So if they, and Toastmasters that way help me, because many times in the club you don't have this dais or a lectern, so you are happy, everybody can see you, whatever you have, right? So that.
Yes, thank you, sir, thank you.
Thanks.
And I know this entire session is all about humor, but on this more serious note,
Okay.
I think we can take a leaf from Ramesh's book, perhaps leaves, metaphorically speaking, that all of us have gone through a tough...
I agree with you, boss.
We can take a leaf from his book. All of us go through challenges.
I have a tree.
Okay, please forgive me, all the English pundits over here. I'm going to tweak that metaphor, take a leaf from his book. I was talking to Kumi, and I'll say, take the book from that, or take a branch from that tree.
Okay. Well,
thanks. Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Words of wisdom, friends. Most serious note, the challenges, the pain points that you faced, you could turn it around, and you can just enjoy life and help people enjoy as well. Thank you, sir. Alex, another one of your strengths I observed, exaggeration. Humorous speaking demands of the speaker, he exaggerates the entire situation. One of the incidents is what, the moon joke or the Toastmasters, everything. How do you manage to do that without offending an audience? You exaggerate. Okay.
I think the moment you take a joke inside of you, it becomes your experience. You're not saying all of your feeling that way or all of your drink. I, in fact, tried a script about smoking and drinking. I worked with my mentor on that. It was not, I was trying to preach. Of course, my mentor wouldn't like such a script. It didn't sell well at all. It had jokes, I thought. My friends laughed, few of us who wouldn't smoke and drink. But it was preaching.
Preaching, okay.
But the moment you become a smoker and a drunkard, and you say, this is very cool, it's about self-deprecating, I think. So the moment you talk about your own experience, anything sells. You can say, I went through this. Nobody said, no, you didn't go through that. No, I went through this, man. I went through that. It was an encounter. Oh, really? You just have to take it, right?
Great.
When you
Wonderful.
take it inside you,
You internalize it, right? And
yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Alex. And a very safe place, Toastmasters. I tell people, the last 11 years, Toastmasters, it is a Toastmaster meeting, an area contest, division, district. It is not a court of law. So you could go ahead and say that. Yes, thank you, Alex. Moving on to Sriram. Now, Sriram, one of your strengths, again, is the use of the pause to good effect when you told us whatever you're saying. How have you incorporated that? Because I've observed over the years, people find it difficult to pause. And pausing is a critical element in humorous speaking. So how did you master that? How do you manage that? Sriram, you could tell our audience.
Pausing is actually quite a tricky thing, because especially when it comes to humorous speech. Because sometimes, like what Rajtega said, you pause and you're okay, this is my best joke I'm delivering, but the audience is also pausing. So that totally shatters your confidence also on stage. So it's like that. If there's a little giggle, I'll start waiting, and I'll probably put up an expression which will ask for more of that laughter, and I'll continue the pause. And pausing also, I think, maybe eases you on the stage. When you have a lot of tension up in yourself, when you pause and you take time with yourself, there's a lot of ease. So that helps. It's not because the script has to have a pause, but it helps you internally.
Okay, fine. That's nice, Sriram. That's one side of the coin. I'd call it tails. The other side, heads. Now you're talking about stage presence, you know the audience laughing, giggling, give them time to ingest that, and then you go ahead. I'm talking about behind the screens, when you're preparing for that particular talk. How do you manage that? Was it your mentor or one of your well-wishers? How do you do that? Because it doesn't come naturally to us. Even if it did off the stage, but on the stage we're kind of little nervous. So how do you do that? That's, I thought, one of your biggest strengths.
Complicated question.
Huh?
Okay.
Don't pause. No,
My
don't-
mentor is
don't-
right
don't-
here. That's Ramesh.
Don't pause now. You have to answer this. Huh? Okay.
When no, it's not when you're practicing. Yes, you naturally need to have a flow which has to have a pause. I think if you're generally talking more to people and all that, you will know actually when to. When I'm talking to you, I know when to pause and when to not rush, so you'll understand. So that natural sense of pausing, I think most people have it.
Natural sense, okay.
But in a speech, I think maybe once you deliver it to a couple of people, you'll get a feedback. Okay, so this is where your laughter part is, and this is where they're not going to laugh. So in that case, you can gauge actually, okay, which part I need to pause and which I don't need to.
Very nice. Okay. Thanks, Sriram. Moving on. Rajshekar? Now, Rajshekar, I've learned you made this transition from being a professional now to a stand-up comedian, right? And what in Toastmasters, in particular, your humorous speaking abilities you learned in this moment, what are those special traits that helped you, which are helping you in the present tense in the world of stand-up comedy? What are those critical elements, if you could just name it?
Yeah, the one thing which I learned in Toastmaster which is helping me, that is what you asked, right?
Yes, one, maybe two, three, whatever is helping you in your...
One,
Two
three
also.
also.
Yeah, yeah.
No, actually, there's one thing which I learned last year when I took part in the area contest. Not last year, the year
year
which I
before
won.
last, yeah.
Okay, so area contest, I gave my best speech. You know, it's like according to me, that is the best speech I could ever write, and everything was in perfect place, like organization, transitions, opening body, jokes. Our jokes are all like high quality jokes. Wherever I cracked, I felt so. So high quality jokes, but on that day, people did not laugh. You know, you have to look at the expression. They are like, smiling. Okay, fine. You are just making an attempt. We are like, okay with it. You just go on through your motions. We'll be there. Like that. They are having that kind of expression on their faces. Only 2 jokes they laughed, and luckily I won. So when I went there, there's this one gentleman in our club called Mr. Jose Thomas. So I went, what's wrong? I mean, I gave my best speech. No. Then he said, yeah, you gave your best speech, but for a wrong audience, he said. So while going back from Hyderabad, I did not book a ticket, so I had to go in a general bogie. So I had to stand near the washroom. And after some time, I had to sit there also. So sit there also. So